Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing preparations for the transmission install, particularly getting the flywheel resurfaced because that needs to be done, and we're going to clean it. So I'm talking with a guy. I'm going to buy some parts, and those parts are not going to come in until like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I still gotta buy a clutch, which I don't have money for after I buy these parts. So it's still gonna be a little bit, but it's not gonna be too long. I'm getting close. So let's go get the flywheel resurfaced. We're going to a place called Cowtown Gear. They are family owned. They're in Fort Worth. So I mean they're local. They seem really cool. And today, because I'm almost out of gas and got the flywheel, which is it should be resurfaced. I'm gonna resurface it just in case. It's only like $50 to get it done. And they're family owned, and although that doesn't have anything to do with the time, but it's about 45 minutes. So I mean, it's totally worth it. It's not very long, and it's cheap. So let's go do it. And we're here. Now let's go inside. And I don't think I can film inside, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave my camera out here, and then we'll come back and clean the transmission. Look how pretty and shiny that is. And I'm pretty sure they actually cut down a good bit of the mass. So cool. I mean, the other side's not as pretty, but that's okay. Alrighty, so now we gotta go get food and go to Morgan's. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell because it's cheap and it's good, and they have cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Yeet. Okay, so we're gonna go get new speakers because my speakers suck. They crackle, and I need a new head unit. So I'm bringing Wesley with me. Yeah.
We're bees guy.
Got that no ding spot. Far away from him. Okay, Wesley. I could go with good Pioneers or cheap.
Cheap.
Go cheap?
For right now.
So I ended up going with the Pioneers because they're better quality. I listened to them. The Sonys were pretty muddy, and for $10 more, these are super clear. I also got a subwoofer that I'm gonna put in also later. So let's get back to my house. Let's put these in and be glad that we bought new speakers. Alrighty, so for this job, you're not really going to need a lot of tools. You're going to need a soldering iron, some solder, some electrical tape, or heat shrink. Both work. I'm going to be using heat shrink because heat shrink is better. A good set of strippers. Probably a pretty good set of strippers. I hate using cheap strippers. And some wire, potentially. But my speakers came with wiring. Had the brackets, warranty, and wire. So, see, mine already came with wire, so it's okay. We're probably just going to be plugging into the existing connections. Before you even start cracking open the speakers or anything, you want to disconnect the battery, because if you don't disconnect the battery, well, you have the potential of frying your entire circuit, and that would not be good. Like if you accidentally ground out a speaker wire, that's really, really bad. So just disconnect your battery. Okay, so cool thing about this speaker box, and Pioneer is really good quality, so I'm not surprised that they do this, but this ring, this perforated ring right here, you can't actually see because I'm tapping on the other side, but you are supposed to pop that out, and you go over to your speaker, flopping around in there, and it's got pretty shoddy connections. So we're going to cut those, redo those. This speaker's completely, it's the stock speaker, actually. This is the original Nissan Rockford Fosgate speaker. So we're going to replace that wiring, or at least up until the joint, and then same with over there. To do with that paper template, or cardboard template, is you lay it on here and then you drill holes so that you can properly mount the speaker and they're not flying around everywhere. Dude, there's like I'm sitting, there's so much room in the back of this. Is place this here. I have all the trim removed. You don't actually need to do that, but you lay this on here, and it looks like it fits perfectly. So, and you grab your Sharpie, and you go around. And actually, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can mark. I got my corded drill because the cordless drill would die. And cool thing about this other side, don't gotta do any wiring swaps. So, well, there's nothing else really to do other than start drilling. So you have to actually take the entire speaker mount out, but once you get all of the holes drilled, like so, you just slide these little clippy things and hope that they stay, and then a screw will go through and screw into the bottom and go through these holes. So there's not much to it. I'm not really going to show you. I'm going to show you how to put it back together because I already took it off, and I'm going to show you how to take it apart. Alright, this is what's left after I cut it, which is actually, I mean, it's plenty, but we're going to start soldering. If you don't know how to solder, basically what you do is you heat up the wire. You don't heat up the solder. Like you don't touch the solder with the iron, otherwise it'll melt too fast and it won't stay on the wire. So you heat up the wire and not the solder. So I got it back in. It wasn't too hard. That's pushing on it. That's okay. I mean, it's just kind of resting on it. It's not gonna do anything. I need to get some more screws, but that's beside the point. We did the heat shrink, we did the stuff and the drilling and the cutting and the... Alright, well, this one is gonna suck to get out because there's like 3 screws instead of just 2. We got desoldered, heat shrink, and we're gonna start putting things back together. And it's, I mean, really, this just, it lines up with these holes, and then you screw it in, and then you put in 3 screws. It's a pretty simple install. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. They do sound really good, but I need to do that subwoofer and I need to do some tweeters because they are really, really mid-range. So they don't have very much bass and they don't have very much high end. But they do sound crisp, they do sound clear. And all in all, it's really, really easy to install speakers. You just gotta do it the right way. You gotta solder and heat shrink. You gotta do all of that because otherwise you're gonna get a bad connection. But anyways, thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you later.